Pain is a gift. You don't believe me? Try to survive 5 minutes without it. In the fall of 1998, in a town called Oakhaven, the gift was taken away. It started with a girl named Maya. She fell off her bike, snapped her radius bone in two, a jagged white shard piercing through her skin. And she didn't cry. She just stood up, dusted off her knees, and asked her mother if they could still get ice cream. Within 3 weeks, the local ER wasn't filled with screaming patients. It was filled with the most terrifying sound of all: total silence. People were walking in with third-degree burns, ruptured organs, and shattered teeth, and they were all smiling. But this wasn't a miracle. It was a death sentence. And by the time they realized why the pain had stopped, the town was already rotting from the inside out. It was dubbed the hum, a strange, low-frequency vibration some residents reported hearing days before their nerves went dark. By October, the hum was gone, and so was the town's ability to feel. At first, it was a utopia. Construction workers finished 12-hour shifts without backaches. Chronic arthritis patients were dancing in the streets. The local pharmacy saw sales of aspirin drop to zero. But then the accidents started. Because when you can't feel pain, you lose your sense of limit. A high school wrestler didn't realize his neck was fractured until his head literally tipped at an unnatural angle mid-conversation. He wasn't in pain. He was just confused why his vision was sideways. He died 3 minutes later when he tried to straighten it himself. The human body is a machine that requires a warning light. Oakhaven's lights had been cut. Dr. Aris Thorne was the first to realize this wasn't psychological. It was biological. He took a skin biopsy from a patient who had accidentally held a boiling kettle for a full minute. Under the microscope, the nociceptors, the nerve endings that signal pain, were screaming. They were firing at 1,000% capacity. The brain was receiving the signals. It just chose to ignore them. Something had hacked the thalamus, the brain's switchboard. The epidemic wasn't a disease of the body. It was a censorship of the mind. The brain was actively hiding the body's destruction from the person living inside it. Why? Because of Compound 88. A local pesticide plant had leaked a neurogas into the groundwater. It didn't kill pests. It made them fearless by removing the instinct of self-preservation. Now it was doing it to humans. This is where the story turns from medical mystery to pure horror. Without pain, the human psyche begins to detach from reality. If nothing hurts, is anything real? The red grin incidents began. People started testing themselves. It became a morbid subculture in Oakhaven. Young men would play games to see who could stay in a fire the longest. Children would modify their own skin like they were playing with Play-Doh. Dr. Thorne walked into his own kitchen one night to find his wife sitting in the dark. She was eating, but she wasn't eating the dinner he'd left. She was chewing on her own fingers. She looked at him, blood dripping down her chin, and said, "I just wanted to see what the texture was like. I couldn't feel the difference between the bread and the bone." The government didn't send doctors. They sent containment teams. They realized that Compound 88 was contagious through skin-to-skin contact via sweat. If this hit a major city, the human race would extinct itself in a month, not by war, but by sheer negligence. We would walk until our bones turned to dust. We would eat until our stomachs burst. Oakhaven was wiped off the map, not by fire, but by evacuation. The survivors, they were taken to a facility in the desert. They are still there today. They have to be monitored 24/7 by cameras. If they blink too much, they might scratch their own corneas out. If they sit too long, they get pressure sores that rot to the bone. They live in a world of absolute, terrifying peace. We live in a society obsessed with comfort. We take pills for headaches, numbing creams for tattoos, and anesthesia for every discomfort. But remember Oakhaven. Pain is the only thing that reminds you that you are alive. It is the boundary between your soul and the void. Next time you feel a sharp sting, a dull ache, or a throbbing bruise, don't hate it. Thank it, because the day you stop feeling pain is the day your body starts saying goodbye. My question for you is this: if you could flip a switch right now and never feel physical or emotional pain again, knowing what happened to Oakhaven, would you do it? Think carefully, because silence is the loudest way to die.